Buenos dias, buenos tardes, y buenos noches, and todos al mundo, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. Today we have round 9 of the really big Tournament 8. It is going to be Orphan Truck Drivers against me and Di, and I will be running with the one and only Elliot. How you doing, my friend?
I am very well, thank you, MK, and we are live and getting straight into it, and this is an immediate spawn from almost all of the SIs, only the Spitter that hasn't pre-spawned here. We might not have a chance to do a roster rundown before this hit comes in, as the survivors are baiting, but why don't you take this first hit, MK?
Alright, well, the 2-2 Hunter Jockey will be the cappers, and it is going to be me and Di choosing to go first as Survivor. They are the upper seed to Orphan Truck Drivers, and Rochelle will jump down into the boom, get pounced, get spit on. The Jockey's going to try to keep... Uh-oh, look at this. Good discipline on that boomer pop there, Elliot, and really quick for me and Di, we're going to have Alice, Yanga, Suid, and Limpid. When you take away the other heroes for us.
Over on the Orphan Truck Drivers, we have Thanatos, aka Dave, Kimchi, Jinman or 4ZE, and Presto. So no Wolf this game.
We'll see how much that comes into play a little bit later. They're going to be battling it out on Dead Before Dawn, Detour ahead. Elliot, we have 10 chapters of Left 4 Dead 2 here, and also, we have a quad incoming. We see something crazy from the gate.
We very well might. Now, this is pretty hard to land a quad in this area, to be fair. This Hunter is so far in the back, he's bouncing in. Jockey does land, and the Charger actually takes the Jockey guy. So that's a bit of damage, MK.
Yeah, it's definitely, actually it's quite a lot more than I expected for 2 hits. It's almost a little bit more than 12% damage. It's pretty good average, considering the teams that are playing. The ping's a little high, so I expect damage to get through, maybe a little bit more cautious from the Survivors' play. And now one thing quick, Elliot, while we have the first tank of the game for Orphan Truck Drivers into the legend himself, it is going to be Soul. And as I announced Soul, I completely forgot what I was going to say here for a minute. I was going to talk about the pings that we have here, Elliot. Now, there's a lot of Asia players here, and I thought for sure they might have played on Japan, which would have had a couple green pings. I'm a little confused why they chose to go higher rather than have a few little higher and 2 green on either side. A little puzzling to me.
Yeah, that actually is a good point. I think with the exception of Dave, every single player, oh actually and Presto, with the exception of Dave and Presto, every single player in this server is Asian. I know that me and Dai, which is many players from the old Amagami roster, if anyone used to watch them play, definitely like their green ping games, but I guess they all agreed to play LA. Most matches have been LA this tournament, as the tank is coming straight in. MK Dave he has his dumpster and he has his car on the left. And the Survivor's playing pretty far back. Oh my god, that dumpster was very close onto Coach. He's gonna get punched into it. Is there a cap? There is not, but he doesn't need one. He's gonna get, I think that's just a straight kill onto Coach. The bin, one more hittable will be the death. Yeah, Dave is gonna take quite a bit of damage, but he is gonna secure the kill onto Coach here. And 3 spawns still up. Hunter lands in the back. Another car gets the in-cap on Ellis. And now if this Charger lands, things get really dangerous. Charger doesn't land. Presto isn't able to land the charge. Rochelle kiting the tank. Dave can't quite get the long arm. Sends the miracle hittable. Isn't able to land it. And that is a dead tank. But more importantly, MK, that is also a dead survivor. Zyanya is the first casualty of this match.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that right now Orphan Truck Drivers are very happy with the death. They might have not got the wipe, but they have lost a survivor on their opponent's side, and they'll be happy with that. They're going to come out with only 32% bonus, but more of what you said, Elliot. They are missing a human. And for Left 4 Dead 2, that's very bad at the moment, and they're going to go in for a double cap in the back. Instead, they just try to take the full pounce. Nice Skeet does come out here, and we get double sack from the 2 support. We'll see a quad try coming in here to finish off me and Dai quickly. And they are also the number 3 seed, Elliot, compared to the number 14 seed to Orphan Truck Drivers at the moment.
Yeah, I think me and Dai quietly had a really strong Swiss stage. I can't remember who their loss was against. I think it was Hikori, if I remember correctly. I think they had one relatively close loss to Hikori, and then 6 wins. So really solid showing here. Can they put it into work in this match as they do kill the Hunter? Charger is charging away. Okay, I have no idea what that charger was. That was one of the weirdest charges I've seen. And okay, that was basically a 0 damage quad.
Yeah, it was, but I'd tell you one thing out of that. The charger was Dave, and I would love to hear his comms on saying, "What are you doing?" It would have been great to see exactly what was going on there, but they're going to be able to tread through this building pretty quickly. Not going to be able to sack into that quad. I think they just get a normal hit inside here, but it looks like they're going to be able to navigate almost the whole distance of this map. Barring some... Oh, what a big set of balls from Rochelle. And Rochelle get it? No, she does not. Okay,
does
but...
get the clear pretty quick, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, running right through the spit, separation from the team. Still clear in an instant. Not a big threat coming out for me and Die.
Runs right through the spit and then pulls out the axe, going for the melee skeet on the Hunter. I mean, you have to respect it.
Yeah, I mean, they let him 1v1, but it was just cleared in an instant. That's the only bad part for the Hunter, even though he did win in that victory. But 1 damage will come out for the most part, maybe 3 at the tops. Charger, Jockey, Smoker, Spitter coming in before they get into the safety area of that alley, of that little tunnel back here in the sewers. But it doesn't look like the Infector going to let them get there for free. It's going to be quite a tread to get over there.
The Charger doesn't look like he knows where he wants to go. He's running around. Where are you going to send this Charger from, Dave? I'm assuming he's going to charge from inside the tunnel. And he is, but he's kind of missed his spawn. Comes from all the way at the back and just gets melted. Jockey gets M2'd, but Ellis is stuck in the spit, so quite a bit of damage onto Alice. That said, MK, this is 3 survivors that have completed almost the entire map, and they still have, like, over 100 bonus left.
Yeah, and I just think the quad attempts coming out from Orphan truck drivers were very lackluster. Looks like lack of communication when they try to send them in here. But they'll get a focus down the tunnel for sure, see if they can get anything. There's no Spitter, so we're not going to see the quad, but they're going to get the Charger down the hall. It'll be a brief double cap. But I do think, Elliot, they'll be able to salvage and make about 100 bonus, which would put them positive a full distance, but not by a whole bunch. But hey, with only making it 3 and making full distance plus a little bit, you got to be happy with that.
I'd be very happy if, obviously the tank fight was rough, but I'd say basically everything after that was good for me and Die. Some very clean survivor shutting down these hits. Hunter's gonna pounce away. He's getting heavily chipped. Charges does get melted, and the focus fire on that Charger, MK. I thought that was gonna be a double charge. He just absolutely evaporates, and that's nearly 100 bonus.
Yeah, and it's not much, but just like we were saying, Elliot, positive 33 is definitely negative, is better than not getting the full distance. So I would say they lose a survivor. It's kind of a win for them, but man, to be honest, if like we were saying, me and Die is definitely going to be happy with this. Not because they just managed to salvage those little points of what you were saying, but the fact of who they're playing against, and they did it too. I might not say a lot in today's age, but the players that are in this game right now, on the survivors right now, are quite a few legends in the community. And let's see what's going to happen when they go on the survivor side. And they are usually not affected by any morale situations, though, Elliot. So I believe they're going to be flying like nothing happens.
I'm sure the Orphan truck drivers will want to make a statement on their first survivor round. This is a pretty hard tank, to be fair, for survivors. There are hittables, there's rocket spawns above. It is quite easy to take a lot of damage on this tank, so it's certainly not a guaranteed lead. As they put the Hunter up top, me and Die with the really cool Hunter spawn behind the sonar dish, the radio tower up there, but unfortunately they weren't able to land the 2-cap. I think that was Jinman getting the M2 on the jockey and shutting it down.
Yeah, that was a big shutdown, but this is something that I've seen much in the past from something that you've said to, so I'll jump on it real quick before the spawns are up. This is Amagami minus Mayuyu. And Amagami is known for their home and away games to always go quad, so they're going to go for a quad early here against the truck drivers. Only 2 land, everything else seems to be, but a slam! Oh, the jockey comes in at the end. That's actually a lot of damage, Elliot. They're going to be on top of me and die by about 2% damage going into the tank.
They just sent that quad straight in. It was a little bit staggered. I think some of the spawns weren't quite ready as the hunter went in, but I know why they did it. There was common everywhere, MK. The survivors were locked up.
Looky.
Yeah,
And they get quite a bit of damage out of it.
and I wonder how often is... Gotta make sure I call him the right name here. Yo, nice double cap! Oh! What hit that was... I don't even know what to say about that. That was so beautifully done there, Elliot. The synchronization is well done.
No skeet from Dave. I mean, that was a straight pounce.
But look at the damage. It's already 20% down. The tank's not even in sight. That's a lot coming out here. So me and Dai right now with the hammer at the moment. The question is, what are they going to do with it against some of the legends in the community? Orphan truck drivers. Call them NV4 if you would like, because they're all Envy and Frag 4 members, to be honest with you, Elliot here. So let's see what they can do.
I think they are.
Yeah, because Presto did play with Envy in the Kingston Furnace Cup the few weeks before they dropped out, so he absolutely is a member. All right, it is now tag time. His second pass. He has a dumpster. He did not bring the extra car, which is interesting. There's plenty of time to do so, but he wanted to guarantee this dumpster because it's definitely more comfortable to use. He has a great dumpster.
You want to make sure you get at least the dumpster. If you go for both, you can end up getting neither. He has the other car, of course.
All right, that's a good car. Oh my goodness! Is he gonna? Okay, they're not. They're gonna clear him in time.
They don't have the angle. Okay, the charger saves it.
All right, this is probably gonna be trading kills onto Zegman right here. Yep, he is dead. So they trade kills. The car explodes on his gun. I just seen that. It got stuck on his gun, and he is dead. So they completely trade 100% here, Elliot. Deaths. But except for Jin Man's going to be the target.
A little bit more damage came out on the Orphan truck driver's tank. They got that second in cap and maybe another punch. But yeah, the death is the crucial one. It was a little bit awkward. The pull didn't get cleared for a long time, but he wasn't quite able to land the hittable around the corner on the survivor when he was smoked, and then he got pounced and he wasn't able to land the hittable, and then finally he got charged, and the tank was able to land the hittable then and get the kill.
It took all three to get it done, didn't it?
It really did. But you know what? That's good infected. They saw the angle and they made it work. And it looks like the hunter's going to despawn. This is a quad as well.
Note that this is the second one, Elliot. See how many times that they're going to do this per chapter. If this is not just a normal thing, I mean, not just a one chapter thing, if they're going to be doing this every map, every other hit. This is something that Hamagami is known to do. So we'll see if they do it on a neutral game instead of home and away, though.
Survivors are pushed in too far. Charge is going to come in from in front, but just gets absolutely melted, and I think that was way too late from the infected to send that hit.
Yeah, and right now I thought for sure that was Souls or Thanatos that shut all that down, but look at the SI. Lee is Kimchi with the Uzi.
Reloading.
Quite a statement. Never mind. I eat my words. I think he has. No, he is on Uzi. Sorry.
Kimchi is on Uzi. Charger lands. Spits a little bit late, but the jockey lands as well.
They call him DB Dave for a reason, Elliot. They call him that for a reason. Yep. And he's still protecting that DB, but...
For how long, I wonder?
No, probably one more hit, I can tell you that. But, you know, Dave is known for, if you set him in the front, he can kill everything by himself sometimes, so it definitely could pay off. He's known for this. And they're going to make fast movement. Oh, no, they slow down to clear the commons. I'm surprised here. I thought for sure, Elliot, they just might go with the momentum. If all the commons aren't coming from the front, maybe they just hold W in a single file line and trust their instincts. Unless there's a quad,
really,
of course.
Very slow on the survivor. I mean, I think it's a good policy generally. Is the hit's going to come in? Pull lands. Presto with the M2 and does clear the Hunter, but this is a lot of damage. Jockey's still alive. Jockey finally lands after the clear. That was close, MK.
Yeah, they almost finish him off there. Everybody's gonna eat their pills except for Presto. He doesn't want to join the bunch. He's gonna crawl his way over. They do have 136 bonus remaining, and this looks like it's gonna be almost a tie game when it's said and done after one. And we have 9 more set to go, but let's see how they can finish off. 2-2 coming up, Boomer Spitter ready to go, and it's gonna be a Hunter and a Charger. The best 2-2, arguably. Can they get the spawns in time? The Charger cannot. And the Hunter will still land. The Charger gets, and they land it. They're all in the spit, Elliot. Oh my. They'll win it.
That is the round win secured for me and Die. They will be ahead by about 100 points.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, the most it's gonna be is it's probably about 100, like you said. And will they finish them off?
It'll be somewhere between 70 and 100, depending on how much health Presto can hold. As Dave is just taking every spawn, pulled into pounced into jockeyed, or jockeyed into pounced. That's what he's there for, DB Dave. The DB is already 0, so that was actually technically a 0 damage hit coming in from the infected.
Yeah, and that's exactly what ODT will want, but they got to be careful. They have 2 survivors. That's what I was worried about.
Dave goes down to 1 common.
Oh, this Charger's blowing this. Nah, it's
Was
just,
a little bit optimistic from the charge.
yeah, this is just gonna be no damage. It'll just be a delay. But no, never mind.
Oh!
I eat my words, Elliot. They're gonna wipe out. No, they get the clear. But the bonus is gone.
Bonus is gone. Presto runs through the spit. He knows he's got to get someone up quick. I mean, they're playing for
It's all good.
like 20 points, I think. But, you know, every point makes a difference.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it looks like 400 will be the... No, not even. Gonna be shy. And what is... Yeah, you're right. I think there's only like, what, 20 points left? If that.
If that.
And they're not gonna get it. They'll just get a little bit of damage, but no points will come out of it. And they're gonna walk in, and it's gonna be exactly 100 or 330. No, 330 and change. We have a 3-point game. A 103-point game. Sorry.
97-point game.
Thank
Close.
you. Thank you. I had a 66% chance of getting it right, and I failed.
It happens to the best of us, my friend.
And the worst for me. Oh man. All right, 1 down. Many to go.
Yeah, very close map 1. Now, it's very early in the game to start throwing direct comments on people's gameplay. But I am going to do it because that's just the type of person that I am. I think I saw Dave eat a lot of spawns that map. I don't know if I saw him kill that many. I think that was a 0 skeet round, and not even sure he got many M2s on jockeys. So hopefully we get a bit of a warmed up Dave as the match continues. It
Well,
is always good to see some quality survivor, and I think we all know on his day, Dave is a very good survivor.
yeah, you can arguably say probably one of the best to ever do it. But we're going to have a theme for this match so far, Elliot. And it's going to be the tank will be in the front 50% of the map for at least 2 chapters here. Now, one thing I do want to note out here is the spawns that they have is really great for a safe room hit. I think if 3 of them go all the way out the tunnel and somebody does stay in the safe room, that safe room door could be targeted where you send all 3 SI in the safe room and just spit block the door and make them come in and save the guy. It could be very devastating, and I'll tell you, in all of RBT, Elliot, I've only seen this taken advantage of twice, and it was in our most recent match after before this one. And will it be seen today is the question. And it doesn't look like any of the infected have any plan to stay around here. They're all out there.
Yeah, I do definitely. If you have a spit charge, I definitely like hitting in the tunnel if you can. Like you said, all of the infected are set up on top of the bridge, the freeway. So I think we are going to be getting some rocket spawns flying in. Not quite sure what the hold up here is. We're waiting for Alice to ready up. He's running around. Okay, and we are ready.
Oh, that was a strat talk for sure, Elliot. They want to know what they want to do with this tank. Do they come back to safe room, or do they fight it by the dumpster, where you have spawns on the bridge and on the building around you, and not the closest to the survivors, but you got to back up somewhere. So you're going to give the infected advantageous spawns. The question is, where's it going to be? Opening attack, smoker jockey, spitter charger, and the jockey is paying attention to the safe room. And it looks like they might be communicating here, but no one's coming back to help the jockey, Elliot, and they're going to let it
Safe
go.
room's open. Safe room is completely open.
Go
Jockey's
for it.
behind.
Oh,
Charger
man.
missed his rocket. Dear.
That is
Completely shut down.
That is a ball drop. That was the charger completely missing. The jockey seen it. Nobody else did. And the jockey died before anybody helped him. And that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
And they're going to go to the tank very healthy, Elliot. Everybody. 5 punches.
That is not what you want. Now, Presto does have the boom. Survivor's taking it very slow. It's up in 1% more. Are the survivors going to push? Are they going to stay? Are they going to go back? She's going to send it in. Oh, they're going to send the spit. It's a nice bit of damage. They get Coach off 5 punches, but they've used 3 spawns for that, and now the survivors can definitely push, and they will. Boomer lands on 2, actually. That's a pretty big boom. Kimchi's playing it slow. I think he needs to go, and he agrees. Kimchi is in, and the survivors are gonna have to stay. Most of the common are dead, though, MK.
Yeah, they are dead, but this...
All of the common are dead. Misses the first punch. Nice pull, and he is gonna get the corner on Rochelle as a result. Doesn't get the double, but he's down to like 1,000 health, MK. This tank is dying. Another punch onto Nick. Charger misses. Jockey lands in the front, and tank is gonna die. That's a really clean take, MK.
Yes, it is. It is indeed. And not only is it a clean take, but the shutdown from the special infected on the attack before tank was also well done. They've pretty much taken no damage to the tank commit, so that is, I would have to say, a below average tank coming out from Kimchi. No win caps. He gets 2 punches. I mean, separate survivors get punched, but DB protected, 300%. Pills, they got 3, 630 bonus on the health, 1,020 total. And the tank is dealt with. One's coming in. Smoker pull in the back. Hunter does not get in there in time, and the spit will fail. And the Hunter, Dave, puts his traditional spray at the foot of the pounce landing, but that is still a quarter bonus post-tank, Elliot.
He missed the pounce on a smoked guy. He's just pouncing around, missing. The spitter was already dead. This is not looking good for the truck drivers here. Me and Dai are past the tank and the event. And they have 75% bonus, MK. They've got nearly 1,000 bonus.
Yeah, this and the tank is dead. I mean, that is a lot for this right now, for this red ping match. I thought it might be a little bit higher. And I did figure out the reason why they've chose to go here instead, and because they don't want 2 of their players with green ping to have to match the 2, I believe, 4Z and Presto. Probably be red ping.
4Z
so.
and Kimchi. Well, Thanatos and Presto would be red.
Yeah,
4Z and Kimchi would be green on an Asian server.
And I don't think 2 of the people from me and Dai want to put fake ping that high. Because 100 fake ping is not a fun time, Elliot. I'll be honest, I experienced it. I'd rather have real ping.
Me both.
Nice.
Charger gets instantly cleared, but they do get the jockey around the corner. All 4 of the survivors run through the spit. Again, kind of have to respect it. They don't take too much damage at all things considered, melting that charger.
No.
And this is gonna be like a 600 or 700 bonus map at this rate, MK.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, if I saw the sack rotation, I believe it's only going to be a 2-2 for the double cap with the spit, but it's a good 2-2. 100 Charger is probably the best you can ask for. They could get a lot of stumbles, but are they going to win the 1v1? Can Rochelle win? And Rochelle gets it! And no communication, the infected going one at a time.
Charger gets melted. this is another clean shutdown, MK.
Beyond clean, my friend. That's a serious choke point. That's a stairwell taken with nothing landing. And the 2-2 in a stairwell is very dangerous. Don't get it twisted thinking you don't got a tri-cap and you got a stairwell coming. As long as you got a spit, you can make it work. But not for the truck drivers. Instead, me and Dai shut it down, and they're coming up on single-digit attacks. 1 or 2 attacks left before they get into the safe room. And there is no spitter. It's going to be a quad try. And man, do the truck drivers need this, Elliot. This would really put things in their favor.
This is not really an area that you want to hit without a spitter. So yeah, the truck drivers need to at least land a rolling tri-cap, if not the straight up quad. It's going to be hard for the smoker. And look how slow the survivors are playing. Just wait and bait, wait and bait. Stay on Rochelle. Taking a sweet time. Chucky spawns. Smoker also spawns. But now the survivors know exactly where these two spawns are. They can just push this smoker. And Rochelle is going to do it. Nice skeets! Whoa! What a thick shot from Rochelle.
Wow, me and Dai is playing very, very impressively today. They are shutting down almost everything on this high ping. It's very, very, very impressive to see as they come along the last 10% of the map. This is the extra points from Zone Mod coming in here. And they might be able to get in. They're not even, can the spitter get, no! Oh, the spitter does get the spawn. They'll delay him. Boomer in the back. Hunter can't get in the save. They had double cap here. Oh, it gets skeeted while boomed on. Oh my goodness. Not today, Elliot, they say. Not today. I think that was actually a skeet from the safe room. It was. Take it back.
That's 768 bonus, MK.
Woo.
On this ping, that is an impressive score. Me and Dai looking clean. You said it yourself. I mean, these guys are the number 4 seed coming out of the Swiss stage. I think, again, I think they had a relatively quiet Swiss run. Not a lot of people talking about them, but they went 6-1, had 1 narrow loss. I think it was to Hikori.
That's correct.
They look like the real deal.
You are 100% correct. And remember, they could have won that game with a Corey. They just got very sloppy at the end. They decided in some tank fights to split up. But sometimes when you get that team in the back of the ropes and you feel confident, sometimes a misplays can happen. And me and Dai has changed the tone to much more caution. And as you can see, look at the score that they have put up here, Elliot. 18-01 for 2 against OTT. Very impressive.
Especially considering they only made 400 points on map 1. It's gonna come in. Smoker, Charger does get cleared. Smoker gets cleared, Charger gets cleared. Clean shutdown from the Orphans.
Yeah, it's a good bounce back after the first chapter. Survivor was a little rough for the truck drivers, but right now they look like they're back in the driver's seat for sure. And they're gonna push into the tank spawn. I don't think we'll see a second opportunity for damage. I doubt it, unless they want to stay slow. To make sure all these commons are clear. Maybe even beta hit to push the tank here. Nope. Never mind, Elliot. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Straight away. And I don't actually think this is ideal. 1 boom lands.
I think he's in right away here, Elliot. I don't think there's any hesitation.
Now, he can't really commit from the side. Yeah, okay, so he has to come from in front. Committing from the side just lets the survivors run in front for free. Jinman is behind the tank, and he is just laying into it. But that's a free punch onto Kimchi. It's another punch onto Kimchi. Hunter, I'm not sure what that Hunter was doing, does get skeeted by Presto. That's a few more punches. There's 1 more spawn, but the tank is just dead. MK, this is back-to-back. Kind of questionable infected here.
I had the feeling he was going to roll in with the boom, but I don't think that was enough, Elliot. I didn't want him to do it, but the confidence they had of how well they'd done the Survivor must have leaked over to that 1 boom. And it just didn't work out. He really had no support to do much of anything. The fact that he got the 3 hits was a miracle in my opinion. But that is tank dead, and the truck drivers are out on top by about 1%. It's a smoker pull into a charge. They melt it right away, and they'll get the percentage afterwards, and we're almost dead even. As Thanatos, oh wait, okay, never mind. He had help there. He almost got separated pull, but he does take a couple ticks of damage.
Did have Jinman with him. I mean, that was a weird decision from the tank. I don't know if you saw, but he had cut Jin Man off. Forzier, he cut him off from the rest of his teammates, and instead of pushing the survivor by himself, as the hit comes in, ski from Jin Man as I'm talking about him. Very nice. He'd cut Jin Man off, was pushing the other 3 survivors. None of his spawns went in until far too late. And that just meant that Jin Man could literally follow the tank the whole way in. He got like 3,000 damage with an Uzi in the tank's back.
Hey, I mean, he had an itch and he's there to help him, so he helped that tank out. And probably the teammate should have said something. I would have definitely been saying like, turn punch or something, Elliot, because that guy was all alone. Probably could have got at least 2 hits without any fire assistance from the other 3 survivors. Sometimes communication is key.
I want to take it back up top. Okay, Survivor's doing a little bit of a rig around the Rosie. Not quite sure what that was. They have the door open. They have everyone set up. They have ammo. Now they have Dave trying to take the hit. They're going to send it behind. Oh, the charge lands. Nice. Oh, and the smoke. And that's going to be an in-cap. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, no, that is an in-cap, the death spit. And that's a round win. That's all it takes. Not a great tank, but 1 good infected hit, and yeah, they've officially beaten Orphan Truck Driver's bonus.
Yep, so this is all going to be a further delta in their favor. The jockey goes by himself. I think they're getting a little overzealous here. It looks like they're focusing on sack order rather than a hit. And this confuses me sometimes, Elliot. I see teams do this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't it just be great to go 100 charges and kill those 2 off? Or do you think sometimes it is worth just killing off 2 infected and letting them run for another 25 seconds?
Sometimes it can be worth it if you really have to get the hit in there immediately, and like the liquids come up first. As I'm talking, this charger just disappears. And the Hunter gets M2'd as well. He's gonna go for a scratch. Gets 1 onto Dave. So this is going to be another very close map, MK.
Yeah, it is, and I really have to say, after I was saying impressive things about me and Die, they just kind of throw that infected attack away because there was still a spawn timer up when they went. And they shut it down, and now it's just going to be some trash to throw at the door. Jockey gets M2'd and killed. They're not going to take no more damage. They're going to lock in. Oh, they did take more damage. Never mind. They'll walk in with 748. And we're going to have, what, 120 point, like 125? I think that's what it is, 125? No, 115?
125, exactly.
Oh, 125, that's what it is? Incredible. Actually, I think it's 115, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's 115.
You're absolutely right, MK.
Yeah.
It's AU math. Very close game.
Actually, I can't believe that they lost the chapter at the top of the roof and then don't take any more damage to the safe room. Is kind of crazy, to be honest.
They did find 2 more sets of pills. So
okay.
That was why the bonus. They probably got about another 100 or 80 bonus to play with from the pills they found. But yeah, this is a 100-point game after 2 maps. And I would say these teams have pretty much been going exactly blow for blow. Death on the first tank for both teams from the hittable. 2 or 3 punches on the second tank for both teams. Relatively low infected damage from both teams. The only difference as... Oh, Alice misses the M2 on the boom. They're going to leave it up. You're going to have to spec that one, Jinman. Or Kimchi. And they do.
And remember, that is a valid point. There is a plugin that when you spec out, it instantly adds an additional 6 seconds to the spawn timer, so no penalty. Spec out when you want. You know what you have to wait for, and as you can see, he's not here to help because of it. And they completely close it! They don't even hit him! Elliot!
They didn't even send the hit. I've never seen this.
If they land
try and quad them with the comet, I guess. The Smoker lands, Hunter lands, Charger lands, and this is actually big damage. 2 slams, 3 slams, 4 slams.
Elliot, it went from no damage to 22% in a snap of a finger, just like that. I take everything I said back. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty bold to just let them get the button for free, but they were confident that they could make the quad work with the common, and yeah, they were absolutely right.
Man, chat's gonna be question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, okay, that's exactly what they're gonna say when they watch those events unfold in front of them. As one survivor. Wow, they pushed 2 through.
Hunter gets blown out of the sky.
Impressive. I must admit, me and Dai is playing on a level that I didn't expect. I thought for sure, Elliot, that Bear Ridge would have been the high seed to watch, but it looks like me and Dai are just, their execution is almost flawless. On Survivor side, at least.
They're definitely not a team to be dismissed.
I don't know if I'm a fan about down here, though, Elliot. I mean, I understand what coming down here could work out, but just the chance that you can run them around in circles up top and get a no-hitter with the tank. But I know if you do fail, it can be much more catastrophic up top than it will be on the bottom.
They're not rotating the tank. Okay. Yeah, look, a lot of teams do like to fight it down here. I think because the rocket spawns up top are so oppressive, and you can also play rock up top. MK, the tank didn't get close when he sent that hit. He is going to get chipped all of the way in, and they're going to have to commit with a boomer, because they just sent in a 3-cap.
Yeah, and I mean...
I'm not sure this is ideal. Look how much damage this tank takes. 4k. Oh, Coach gets too greedy. I take it all back. Coach just walks in. He was all the way in the back, and that is a down. Survivor's kite forward though. This is good positioning from the Survivor. Nick. Oh, bad movement from Nick.
Oh!
Double punch.
That was a triple
punch.
No way, Elliot.
Oh my god, she takes her pills. She takes so much damage. Jinman is finally gonna die, but my god, that was so much damage. Charger lands. Get cleared, but MK, way too much damage coming out on that tank. I was just complimenting the survivors on getting all that chip. Coach runs forward, gets smoked, doesn't get cleared, which is bad, and then the survivors just walk into doubles and triples.
Yeah, I have to call it like I seen it. It was greedy chip, too greedy. I know you want to chip that tank beforehand, but you got to be a little bit reasonable with it, Elliot, and they were not. And now look at the separation. They're even throw away their temporary health that they really can't throw away. They have not started the event yet, and this will lead up to a death on me and Dai. The question is just how much time is it going to be?
Oh, they've left Ellis in the back. The smoker, Presto's going to get so much damage. Limpet is 1 HP. Me and Dai. All they can do is play for distance. The charger is going to land.
Wow.
Oh no, they're not even going to get any distance. Limpet is the last one up with 1 HP. So that's it. That is practically a wipe on tank.
Don't worry.
I need some help.
And this
For all
jockey.
intents and purposes, comes in, gets the scratch, and that is it. For all intents and purposes, that was a wipe on the tank.
I have no idea why, but
Yes, and this is all it will take for one team to really get this out of control real fast. If the truck drivers survive this tank with as well as they survived the previous chapter and take the tank that way, oh my goodness, this is going to get out of hand real quick for favor of OTD. Because I'll tell you what, like their name, when they're driving, they'll look in the rear view and will not look back. I said that incorrectly though, Elliot, but there's no reason for them to look back.
They will look back and
they will not.
look back.
As I contradict myself immediately.
I know what you meant, yes.
The 2.5 hours of sleep is coming into play. I will use it as an excuse, one time only. And they push
I
out.
think you can get a little bit more mileage out of that excuse.
I know the truck drivers will. I'll just grab on the back and hitch a ride for sure. But all right, they sack Boomer. But they do it a little bit quicker. But Thanatos though is out. Question is, what is me and Dai gonna do with this hit setup? Because we see ODT not even a hit on the button. Still shocks me right now saying that, Elliot. And they're not going to do it. They're going to let him go
They're
too.
not going to hit either.
Oh,
yeah, is
they're
this
gonna
the
do it.
new? Is this the new tech?
Take
Here
the
comes
quad away.
hit now. There is a lot of common. Hunter lands, Charger lands. No spitter though. So they go for the quad, but they don't land it.
I think that was 3 double caps, wasn't it? Kind of like 1, 2, 3, cleared all in a row relatively fast. But the door's already open, and ODT is out. They're not going to hesitate at all. And now they're going to have a 2-2 for this vent drop. But what kind of 2-2 is it going to be? It's a jockey and a hunter. At least they get one secure that it's not a pole or a jock. They were in danger of having a poo 2 for this, as we lose one of our casters.
Spitter is pre-spawned down below. So they are just going to have to go for a spit pounce on the first survivor to drop. There's really nothing else to be done.
This is a pretty difficult choke point to take no damage, but I am pretty confident that Soul's up to the task to try to pull it off here, Elliot, for sure. And he should be first. And he doesn't get it! Oh, Elliot! It's a couple of times now, and he just sits in it! He sits in it!
Sizzle.
I think the jockey did a very wise thing there on not taking Thanatos, because I think Thanatos would have let him have him to negate some of that spit damage, and instead, he lives up to his name and is already slow.
Dave. He got jockeyed. I mean, it's a very tough. He does have to literally 2v1 that with a hunter and jockey both coming at him. Charger lands for 10. Hunter's stuck in the door behind. Oh, does land. Jockey gets shot down. Importantly, Dave didn't pop his pills, so he is not going to be bleeding.
And he will not go slow to 3 punches either. He will be 4, no matter what.
Assuming he pops. I'm sure he will.
Yeah, I doubt that he will allow himself to be a fast corner just for to have pills when he is picked up. I highly doubt that, but Tank's making the transition over. The Boomer tries.
Now this wall is bangable, MK. Ask me how I know.
Yes.
And Tank is taking a bit of damage. Rochelle, Kimchi, getting some greedy chip. Have to be careful. Spawns are about to be up.
They're lucky there's no
They do
smoker.
all back off.
And the fact that there's no smoker here is big, but Yanga in, misses his first punch. Oh, Rochelle misses another punch. Oh, he pulls him. Charger takes it.
The Charger takes the
And it's
Suns
a
guy.
double cap, not getting cleared, still not getting cleared. It's finally cleared. Oh, this is pretty good damage. Turn punch onto Dave. Another punch onto Dave, and he is dead. I mean, they're going to come out. They'll be about a little bit less than half health. But I think the tank left some points on the board. I think there was at least a double punch or 2 there.
Yeah, maybe could have got the double punch, but that Charger MK, the smoke guy was completely separated, and I'm not sure if the Charger meant to take him or what, but if he just went for the 3 cap, that might have been a wipe.
I think you might have been right. I'm pretty sure that they're definitely, I don't know why that smoker tongue was taken, but I think they didn't want to guarantee damage. The Charger goes in. Dave catches it again, but he gets cleared at the end of it. Dave just wanted to ride there, Elliot, to get with his teammates a little quicker.
Uber Charger, special delivery.
Alright, and now we were going to hang tight for a couple of special infected attacks before that Reco Bank sign or gate will open up. Takes 3 total, by the way, before that opens, unless the infected really lollygag.
It's up. You can imagine there will be very limited lollygagging as here they come. Boomer dies first, MK. I don't know if that's what they wanted.
Oh my goodness, you know, I have to say, that's probably one of the funniest things I've seen. Shout out to chat for saying Thanatos, DB Dave, is getting the Bonnie Blue treatment.
That is disgusting. Who said that?
Probably, yeah, taking quite a bit. 1,000 commons. In one day, Boomer gets sacked, and it looks like they're just sacking for a good hallway hit. Which is interesting, because this is a lot of waiting now, Elliot. I don't know about that call. But again, I'm only a
Yeah, I mean,
caster, not a player.
I guess they thought that they wouldn't get much damage hitting here, so they thought maybe just save, sack the boom and save for the hallway. It could be the right call, but it does mean that they really have to make this hit count.
Look at you. That is so depressing.
And that is an understatement. Because they are about to lose the lead for the first time of this game. And they're not going to claw them.
Chance does land. Where's the charge? Lands in the back. Slam and the death spit. That is an in-cap onto Kimchi.
Ooh.
Alright, well, there's the charge. I was just about to start flaming, but no, good charge. Good damage. And at least one of the truck drivers will be slow for the rest of the map, unless they find another set of pills.
And look at that, Elliot. Spawns in the same spot. They haven't gone anywhere. More importantly so. Another down. Hunter lands. Jockey melted. Smoker will be successful. I mean, the clears are still quick, but they're getting one down every hit, and that's just delaying the truck drivers from getting any momentum on the later quarter of this map, Elliot. They're just trucking along, but just not at the momentum that they want to right now. And it looks like there's going to be another down on either Kimchi or Dave at this rate. They don't have enough pills to feed both of them.
The survivors are limping. Slowly but surely, that is going to be a Hunter landing, some fists coming out. Jinman is able to get out of the spit without taking too much damage. Truck drivers gonna take one last hit before they make it into the safe room. Or maybe more, as you said, Kimchi is 1 HP, Dave is about 5.
And they choose to
pop on Kimchi.
Ah man, what do you think about that, Elliot? Think that's the right call?
I think it is the right
call. Yeah,
call.
you
I
think
think
you like that?
2 survivors go down, yeah, it's too risky.
And
you can't have 2 survivors on 1 scratch. It is too risky.
I think 180 or 184 is going to be the lock-in. I don't know if it's going to round up or down. We'll see. And it's going to round up. It'll give them 184. And that'll give them a 3-chapter score of 2,568. Sorry for the people that wanted it to be -1, but not going to be the number today. I got 2160. Still very close game, but truck drivers finally claiming the lead. It took them 3 rounds to do so, Elliot.
400-point lead. It's the biggest lead we've had so far this game, but still 7. My God, we're going to be here for all night. 7 maps of Left 4 Dead left to play.
Yes, and I'll tell you, I know that you're here for this one, but I have another one immediately after this, followed by another one immediately after this, 3 hours in between, and I know for a fact that I'll probably be late for all of them.
You're a much braver man than I am, Kay. That's all I can say.
Well, I appreciate you at least coming here with me for this one. I'm very grateful, letting me wake up properly and not be thrown into the fray right away as we tank at 66% of the way for the map. Sorry, viewers, I'm not going to say that number. I do everything in my power to avoid it, Elliot. Sometimes I slip up.
Once again, you're a braver man than I. As we are just going to wait for the last ready up. Come on to Young Young. We are going to go live for map number 4 of Dead Before Dawn. Boomer Hunter Charger Smoker is the set. No spit. They are definitely going to want to try and kill this charge first, and they do. That's 10 for the charge. Hunter and Smoker get deleted, and Boomer lands a 1. Bit of friendly fire coming out, MK.
A little bit. And of course, in the front, their fearless leader, DB Dave, getting common locked like crazy. And they do eventually clear it. 5% comes out, no spit hit. That's actually not terrible. Everybody taking damage, no one is clean, but one survivor.
17 friendly fire came out on that first hit.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that. Oh, a skeet. Oh, the multi-charge! And they're swimming in the spit, Elliot. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Nice skeet from Dave. Unfortunately, while he was looking at the hunter, Charger just came in and rammed his shit.
He
Hate it
did.
when that happened.
He did for sure. And by the way, I think Thanatos blasted Kimchi for all the not Kimchi, 4Z for all the damage he has taken. I think that was the 8 damage meat shot coming out from Thanatos. I think that's max damage you can do for friendly fire if I remember correctly, right? 8.
I think in one shot the most you can do is 10
Okay.
with the Chrome. Boom is on the ATMs. It's just waddling at them menacingly. That's a triple boom, by the way. Pretty sick boom. Unfortunately, all the other spawns are already dead.
Yeah, and I apologize to the viewers that I didn't take notice that the tank is now officially first one past the 50% mark, I believe. Elliot, we finally got there. At 66% of the way through the map, and I don't know if they have to drop or not. If they don't have to drop, they're going to take this back.
I think they do have to drop. I don't want to call it too early, but I think this is going to be a drop. It'll be very close.
Dead Before Dawn has a lot of these tank spawns right at the last moment before choke points, which is one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of it, but he doesn't get the skeet. Stumble through the wall? Nope.
Stumble. And some smoke. That is a full in cap. DB Dave.
Yeah. Probably not the last time we'll say this before this game's over either. That's what he does.
Sure it won't be. Sure it won't be. He was only about 45 health. It wasn't the end of the world, but this is indeed post-drop. Tank is up in another... This is going to be post-event, in fact, MK.
I like this call. As they're gonna go into this this tri-cap with boom. Nope, they had 68% or 68 -1 bonus until there. Now it's 61.4. It's actually a lot of pre-tank damage coming out here, Elliot. And not only is it a lot, but there could be a focus for the tank to instantly go in and guarantee 280 bonus con if he just focuses on Thanatos if he pops pills. That'll eat up all the damage bonus for sure. But attack goes in, Jockey lands, stumbles, and that's going to be a Poo 2 coming in there. Probably the worst attack in the game, being the 2-2 with the Jockey and the Smoker, trying to make value out of it. Yeah. I love to see some of the best teams try to be creative and get damage with it, but no matter how hard you try, Elliot, usually has to be a misplay by the survivors to get any kind of value from it.
All you can do is try and spit on them and hope for the best.
They could call it one of the most edging hits ever, I guess.
Let's not call it that.
Tri-cap boom coming in, and probably going to see this for sure when the tank spawns. Unless they have to go all the way up top to spawn it. Pull down could be dangerous for Dave if he has to go all the way up top, and he does not. Boomer, though.
Boomer misses. Oh, that could have been big.
Oh, he's in
That
right away.
was the tank.
Take it away,
Yeah,
Elliot.
immediate commit from the tank here. Pushing the survivors in the corner. Does get an early punch onto Nick. So that is Presto going to be going down at one more hit. Hunter lands. Can the tank get there in time? He cannot. Jockey is going to get M2. Oh my god, what charge! That is one of the most insane charges I've seen. But they do kill the tank before he's able to get the down on Dave. That charger was 1 in Narnia and 2 had 5 HP when it landed.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, it got the tank one more additional hit. Not too much, but they're going to survive with about 400 bonus. They have an extra set of pills, but no need to use it because they have 2 survivors slow. Smoker pole. Not going to work out. They'll kill the Boomer, leave the Smoker alive. Smoker will despawn. And do they kill Spit to go for a quad?
They're going to use the spitter with the Hunter
Yeah.
on the first guy to come through. It is going to be Dave, and guess what, MK? The DB is all gone, so it doesn't matter. And he doesn't take any damage anyway.
Nope, so we're really going to see Dave be alone now for the rest of the map in the front. Especially with the
Gets
DB.
the M2.
He gets it.
Alright, Dave's warmed up.
This is the stuff that can happen. And man, I talk about this with a lot of casters in the past here, Elliot. when Dave gets in a groove, you'll see them purposely let him be away from the team. And sometimes, just sometimes, he'll shut down all four all by himself. And when he starts doing that, it can be very demoralizing for the team, and they kind of break their spawns, and that's kind of what they're doing at the moment, yielding only one more hit before save from now.
They are gonna check for the pills. Charger goes in, gets one scratch on Presto, and then dies. Both Presto and Dave are 1 HP, so they are gonna be slow, and they do down Dave. Here comes the spit. Presto is gonna go down as well. But again, MK, there's no DB. This isn't actually doing any damage to the bonus.
Now this is free. This is a wise call by the survivors to allow the infected to do it. They lose a couple good spawns. They're gonna have another tri-cap, but easy to shut down. Just what? I think they got, what, 6 damage out of that. That is it. It was at 398 when the tank died, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm sorry, not when the tank died. When they got down here, and they took no damage from that except for that 6. Very impressive, 392 bonus. And I think I was
most
right.
damage from that whole map was the double charge on the second hit.
You're right. Tank did was just about average in my opinion, but with them focusing Dave,
I think
right?
he got a down and then 1 rock. He got a down onto Presto and then 1 rock onto Dave. So it's like 5 or 4 punches in a rock. Not great, honestly. Not great damage from that tank. I'd say below average for that area.
And I take it back. I was correct. They were at 398 post tank, and they walk in with 392.
That's crazy. They took
Isn't
0
it?
damage
Yes.
post tank.
They literally like nothing. Incredible. That's all because Dave's DB bonus. It was all gone already. Charger will in. Hunter gets
nothing
skeeted.
to lose.
Yeah, so that's what they're gonna do. And as infected, you got to be able to play around that and not just get big-eyed when you see Dave all by himself all the time. And that's exactly what happened.
While we were talking, the first hit did come in from the Orphans, landing 10 damage and a bit of friendly fire, but pretty clean take for me and Dai, and they are booking it. They're not quite gonna get outside. Ooh. Oh, charge lands. Death spit. Close. Bit of damage, MK. Not too much, but a little bit of damage coming out.
Yeah, I mean, they still average at about 6%, and that's not bad considering one attack didn't have a spitter. And it didn't. I don't think they really landed the charge in the second one either, so it's not bad as they're trying to break that door open for the friends. They take the choke point quickly. Now tri-cap a boom. They're probably going to want to go fast here. This isn't really ideal for a hallway hit. They have no choice. Okay, they're just going to sack Boomer and hold everything. I don't know how I feel about that, because now it's going to be tank.
I think they do have to do the event first before the tank. If it's the same spawn as it was for the Orphans, then it'll be post-event, won't it?
And they're going to go downstairs because they know it's a quad. They're not even going to try to do the jump.
This is smart. This is something that certain teams that I know well should probably look to do. Just take the stairs. There is no need to do the drop if it hits up. Especially if there's no spitter, as that is still big damage coming in. Scratches. Landing. Multiple stumbles and scratches. Atlas down to 49 health.
Reloading.
But they are going to be able to start the event.
Alright, and remember they were at 80% bonus at the start of this event. Let's see how much they can hold on to till tank time. I think we'll get 2 hits, Elliot, before tank, and it's going to be a 2-2 jockey charger to lead it. And they're looking for spawns.
And not playing in this back room. I honestly, I like it. I think that back room with a spitter is so dangerous. Playing out in the open room here is much better. And they just shut down the jockey charge. Easy as you like. Boomer sacks. And they hold the spit. They're going to have to send this next hit pretty quickly because the tank will be up soon. You don't want to have a spitter and no boom for this tank spit.
Yeah, I do agree, and there is one advantage with this tank because the survivors, well, actually they could, but they're not going to see it happen. They can't really run back because the stairs and the tank will cut them off. But attack will go in. Oh, the hunter gets stuck in the door, but it works out in their favor. And it looks like fine. Nope. All still green. Slow. It's close to being slow, but still green. And as I was
40
gonna,
HP and Yang, yeah.
as I wanted to say here, Elliot, this tank will be able to get his own corner. They don't need an SI to help him. And a lot of the areas, that is a factor that comes into play as AI Spitter decides to go in and kill itself. AI Spitter sometimes can play a hero, and he's slow.
AI Spitter actually slowed Alice.
He
That's
plays
crazy.
the hero.
2 boom, double boom off the proxy here. I didn't even see how that happened. Kimchi found a cheeky spawn somewhere, and this is going to be the commit with boom landing. He is not going to get the corner, but that is a big jockey onto Nick. Up the stairs, and the other 2 survivors are boom. The charge is gonna. Oh no, Dave missed the charge. But look how much health this tank has. 4,000 health. And the alarm gets triggered up top. This is it. That is the wipe. MK Hunter coming in, and Presto's got 3,000 health. That wasn't even close, MK.
No, that was the fumble of the bag.
Taking a pretty substantial lead here.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep this momentum up on the finale, no, we're going to the finale now, so I don't think they can get enough lead to not call the next map. I don't think that's going to be possible.
I'm sure we'll still see the next campaign, but yeah, I mean, this is 1,100 points. It's substantial. It's not insurmountable, but it's definitely substantial. I missed that boomer spawn. I don't know where Kimchi was, but landing that 2 boom there was absolutely huge for the Orphans, and they get the wipe. Even with Dave completely whiffing his charge.
Yeah, it's pretty good lead going into the finale because this is only 500 distance, but we do have a whole other campaign yet to go. And the Orphan truck drivers want to win this one for sure to further that delta. They were neck and neck for 3, and now the lead has substantially gone in their favor. See what happens on Chapter 5 of Dead Before Dawn as they come out of the Costello's food court. Hunter's going to pre-spawn up above. Everything else is being patient. 2-2, Jockey Hunter coming out here. Elliot, see if the Hunter can win or DB Dave get a skeet. No, he doesn't. He lands again.
1 tick of spit.
And this is a little unorthodox for Dave, in my opinion here, Elliot. We could definitely say the ping has a lot to do with it for sure, because they are playing on high ping, but...
Certainly not getting as many skeets as he sometimes does, but can't land them all. Like I said, crucially, that was only literally 1 tick of spit on that hit with the safe room spread.
As Mamba says, Kimchi equals Japanese Dusty. Little comparisons.
Or maybe Dusty equals American Kimchi.
There you go, there you go. Look at it, pounce in the back. Gets the
shot down. There he is.
8-shot Uzi skeet from the Kimchi food piece himself. Shout out to Kimchi. And we're about to be event time here. And there's something I've learned quite a bit here watching the White Boys in motion take this map when they played their adversaries earlier, and that is some of the map can be taken when you shoot the Pac-Man machine on its side and jump some of the terrain. Kind of like Dark Carnival Remix before they got rid of those tables on Chapter 2, Elliot. But as it sees, they are going to take the first turn. Smoker, Charger, Jockey, Spitter. And looks like they're going to make an attack from above. So we'll see patience from the infected. No attack for a bit.
The Charger, yeah, looks like he is going to drop in on them, which is certainly the easiest way to play this hit. As infected as here they go, but they just charges right into the wall. Not a good charge. Does get bailed out by his Jockey though. Jockey is able to land and Charger gets a few scratches. Yeah, I'm not sure who that charger was, and maybe that's for the best, because whoever it was would have some stern words leveled at them after that.
Hey, look out! Reloading.
I'm not sure what that hit was. Jockey just melts, and the boomer popped. A little bit more damage though onto Presto though. Hunter and Spitter do land, so a little something coming out on these hits. MK tank is about to be up in the hands of Limpet. This will be the 5th tank for me and Die.
Yeah, and the second one for Limpid, and now some Charger's gonna become tanky and not gonna make it in time, but some survivors.
Jockey.
Oh, it's 2 cap almost, and the boomer freed him there. It might have been a little double cap. The tank is not gonna. He's almost there. Oh, I don't know about
there's a
this.
hittable right here, MK. Oi. Survivors do get away with it, but that was dicey. Tank needs to give up on the hittable. You don't have enough rage to bring it all the way down. It gets stuck on too much shit.
I think he's gonna go get the in-cap hittable. I think he's bringing it with him. He's trying.
Dumpster, but they're gonna know he's behind if they're paying any amount of attention. I'm sure Presto's called it out. And so they know he's there. The survivors can just go forward here. They're choosing not to, but yeah, it is risky to do this as the tank, because the tank is gonna commit. No hittable. Charger, what is Chinman doing? Charger is able to land onto Rochelle, get multiple slams in the back. Tank beating up Dave, and the pull comes in. Oh, coach run. Gets punched, gets long armed. Presto is gonna go down. Oh, he whiffed. Whiffs the punch.
Oh,
and Presto gets out of the corner. I don't know how that happened.
Presto hit him with the 2-step, and that is a big change of the way the events turn out there, because there was only 2 guns on that tank with 4K, and when he started missing, now you got 3 guns on you, and that is a big difference. Big difference.
I really thought that might have been the wipe there. Like you said, the tank had 4,000 health left when Presto got smoked, but wasn't quite able to secure the corner, and the Orphans do survive. They're not healthy. They might not make it with much bonus, but they do look like they're at least going to finish the map here.
Hunter.
They're going to send a hit now. I don't know about this. Instant clear onto the Hunter. Jockey in the back though. Does get cleared as well, and the Spitter misses. Is the Spit... Oh my god. Kill the Spitter, guys. No, they don't. Oh no, Kimchi's going to go for it.
Yep.
They do get it. Yeah, you've got to kill that Spitter. So important. And now they don't have a Spit for the staircase. This is the most brutal choke probably in the entire campaign, is this staircase. And there's no Spitter.
Yeah, I mean, it is really, really a tough choke point to take. You've said it. And they're just going to go for a tri-cap
Just
boom.
get charged right into the wall.
But Rochelle not getting cleared.
Damage on Rochelle on the back, so a bit more damage.
I wonder if they'll find any sets of pills underneath. See, yes, there is 1 set of pills. And there's a chance for 1 more set, so they might be fully pilled again. But there is a death possibility here.
4 or even 6 pills on this map, isn't there? Okay, I think it's 4.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. I think there's actually more than 4, a possibility.
Maybe it is 6, yeah. Boomer lands. It's only a Hunter to go with this Spit. Jockey's pre-spawned in front. Hunter's also pre-spawned in front.
I think they're really trying to delay to get this charger in here, but I don't think it's going to be enough time.
Does land. That is the in-cap. DB Dave at it again.
You got to be careful with death charge. Oh, I don't know what that was. I don't agree with that at all, Elliot.
Yeah, he probably could have gone for the DC, like you said, but just went in. I think he landed a scratch and a charge, so that's 17 damage. Presto's going to take his pill, so the Orphans are down to about 150 bonus, 171.
Reloading.
So not a lot, but considering they were already 1100 points in the lead. Getting any amount of bonus at all is gonna make it even harder. The next hit comes in, and a pretty clean shutdown. Boomer gets popped, Hunter gets cleared, Smoker gets a little bit of damage. Jockey I didn't even see, and
Presto
Dave
got
is
in.
on the truck.
Dave is on. Presto's in it.
Oh, Presto actually is just completely in the back. Look at that. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know either, but he's definitely going for the ride. He gets out wisely. Probably not the smartest thing. They could just spit on the floor and you'll drive right into it. Probably not the wisest play of Presto to stay on it, or stay in it, I mean.
Looks cool.
Well, screw me.
Yeah, still my favorite is the U-Win tank that goes AI and rides that rescue vehicle and lands a rock in the process. It was quite something to see.
Once the van has arrived,
Ammo
me
here.
and I have really waited with this hit. Dave is pretty far away from the van. Oh, quick pop. 0.5. Hunter lands. Charger doesn't. Spit on the pounced guy. A little bit more damage. 105 bonus. I think it might round down to 104.
Yes.
Something like that. And that'll be it.
That should be 4,264 points for the Orphan truck drivers on 5 chapters of Dead Before Dawn, and that including losing a survivor on the first map. It's a
Pretty
good bounce
solid
back.
score.
That's a good bounce back.
Pretty solid score for Dead Before Dawn on ping. As you're exactly right, 4,264 is the 5 map total. And now the pressure is definitely on me and Dai. They need to get probably at least 1,000 points on this map to really keep it competitive.
Yeah, and Detour Ahead is known for only one of the chapters being very difficult. The other 3 are pretty wide open maps in my opinion, definitely survivor sided. So being down a lot of points on a wide open map, it doesn't bode well for the possibility of comebacks, but they do have that 3rd chapter. Chapter 3.
There are a lot of hittables on Detour. You can get some fuckery with hittables.
This is true, just not on the finale, of course, because all the hittables just do 24 damage. That's the only downside. Is don't be down on Dead Before Dawn's finale, and don't be down on Detour Ahead's finale, because they ain't worth nothing.
Just don't be down on any finale.
Yeah.
If you can avoid it.
And I would say this finale is maybe a little bit more balanced because it has some difficult choke points, but that boomer got way too close.
They should kill the spit. They don't kill the spit. The boomer dies first, MK. Boomer gets popped through the wall.
A quad sack
And
now?
this-
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the jockey realizes he has to save or else they'll get another boomer, so it is the quad.
And Thanatos keeps flipping coins for some reason.
Reloading.
Oh, they're chasing the jockey down. They're gonna get him.
This is unhinged gameplay. Nice game though. Alright, well, they shut down the quad. I mean, yeah, it worked out. Oh, good on them. Me and good on you for chasing the jockey down and killing it, but that is properly unhinged.
Yeah, that was quite a journey to do so. I mean, it does, like you said, it does work out in the favor, but a lot of map can be taken,
jump.
and they're gonna do it too.
This cheeky little jump over the side here.
And event will be triggered, and we probably won't see an attack until the top of this first turn to the 2nd floor of the
Ammo here.
parking garage. Couldn't figure out the proper word for it.
Yeah, parking garage until either the 1st or 2nd floor, depending on how you start the count. As what they're on now, is that floor 1 or is that the ground? Or is it basement? Who knows? On the next floor of the parking garage, Charger, Hunter, Spitter, and Jockey. This is the set. Can they land? Well, anything, but definitely the charge is the main one. is in the hands of Dave.
Can Dave land them as good as he is in catching them? We'll have to see here, Elliot. That's for the theme of the game at the current moment. We'll see if he can do so, but me and Dai is going to move very methodically. I wouldn't be surprised if they all tried to drop down and move into the next window real quick. Yeah, look at exactly what they're going to do. They're a little separated now. Alright, they regroup. And I think they're going to...
They're just waiting.
I think they'll go when they split over the next hole.
I think at this stage you have to wait for them to come underneath, where like through the middle of the room. They can rocket in above them. Like now, for instance, as Rochelle is split, does win the 1v1 on the jockey. Unfortunately, in the back, Ellis doesn't win the 1v1. Dave does land the charge, and a bit of damage comes out. Not too much, but a bit.
Yeah, still staying above that 90% threshold for at least one more opportunity from the special infected. But Zuying is really pushing RW to try to see if he can get the tank up. I don't think it's going to be possible though, Elliot. I think it's no matter what, they're going to have to take at least one more set of spawns. And it's only going to be a tri-cap with Boom. No charge or no spit. Probably the weakest tri-cap you could get, if there is such a thing, with the Boomer.
If they can land, dare I say, a rolling tri-cap here, MK, and get the boom, then the tank might be able to get on top of them. These hittables up here, I think they aren't in-cap hittables, but there are a few of them. As that is a skeet coming out from Seong. Seong is a different player.
And
And survivors are going forward. I've never seen this. That is just a rock straight up to Ellis and the tank straight in. What? And that's an immediate in-cap. Another punch. Doesn't get punch onto Rochelle. Misses 2 punches onto Rochelle. Dave. Such a nice commit. Doesn't quite manage to land the follow-up, but survivors are kiting into the hittable. I have no idea what is going on. As the Hunter lands, Jockey lands! Seong has got to try and clear his team and kill the tank, but this is going to be huge damage. Charger has a charge in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and lands the charge on 5 HP. My god. That Jockey had 80 health, and the Charger had 5. What were they doing, MK? Why did they push forward like that?
I have no idea.
Maps 3 and definitely map 4 and 5. Orphan truck drivers look like the far better team, with me and Dai wiping on both map 4 and map 5. They've got their work cut out for them if they want to make the comeback here. It all starts now. First hit's going to come in, and Hunter gets skeeted. Charger misses. Jockey gets cleared. And that is not the start that you want to this second campaign, if you are me and Dai.
The tank spawn again, Elliot. A lot of early tank spawns on this map, this game, except for one, and of course the finale is static, so we can't include that one in the miss of calling early tanks. But Yangya will have a tank number 6 for his team. He'll get to the high ground. They probably want to kill this Boomer, but if this Boomer gets something crazy, we might see him roll in. But I don't think that the ODT is going to allow that to happen. Or do we see Rock Tank?
I think he's going to want to play in Rock for at least a little bit. And indeed, here comes the first hit, but Smoker just stands there in the open and gets melted. Hunter misses. Boom! Does land onto 1. But no Rock. Another nice skeet on the rocks. Survivors rotate under the bridge. Shout out to any Red Hot Chili Peppers in the fans in the chat. So Tank's gonna drop straight in, get an immediate double punch onto Coach, and Nick gets another punch onto Coach, knows that he can't get him. He's gonna turn around, Jockey's flying in, another punch, and onto Ellis. Charger misses. But this is big damage. Smoker, Tank does die.
Oh my gosh, this Charger! Oh my gosh!
MK, what a crazy tank fight that was.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's gonna come in favor for me and Die for sure. We'll wait till the pills are popped by the two survivors to get a total damage, and they're gonna take half the bonus away when Thanatos pops his pills.
Club here.
He's not
I
popping.
could barely even cast that. It was just absolute chaos. Tanks dropping in, getting punches, turning around, and spawns flying in. I think ultimately it could have been a lot worse for the Orphans. It was big damage, but they do survive, and they are almost certainly healthy enough to see the safe room, assuming that they don't take too much damage on these remaining hits. This next hit does come in. Hunter is going to get skeeted. Nice quick clean on the smoke. Dave pops his pills, and the walking pipe bomb pulls his melee out, and this is distance. This is big distance.
Yep, they definitely are for sure. And unfortunately for the specials, that attack really won't amount to much damage post tank. It wasn't the greatest spawn rotation, of course, but they do get the really good hit for the inside of the house. Maybe they could follow up after. I would say a pretty good tank when it's all said and done. Like you said, it was very chaotic. The jockey does land. They choose to take the pound spit. Charger just plays goalie. And they're going to stack on Dave again. And he's in a munch away of quite a bit of DB. 180 points only left.
What I want to say, MK.
DB Dave.
DB Dave.
We just found 2 sets of pills downstairs.
I think, yeah, they did. They found a couple of pills. That is going to keep them fast. No, they found 1 set of pills, and then Kimchi finds another one in the closet in the bedroom. I've never seen anyone check that. So you might have to check the check the Kimchi bod after this. The fact that he checked that room is actually insane to me, and the fact that there was pills there is even more suspicious.
Yeah, I did not know where a lot of the pill spawns are at the end of this map, but finding one hiding in the closet was quite something. But hey, at least we know that the pills came out the closet for this game, so we can say that at least. But is it going to be a quad try? It is. Ooh, this could be big for me and Die. If they could land this and deny them this 400 bonus, they could shift the tides in their swing at least for a little bit. If they can make safe room a bonus.
Hunter set up on the ladder. They're gonna go for the death charge, I think, but that was a very optimistic smoke. Oh, jockey! Oh my goodness, doesn't get the death.
He wasn't at the right spot.
I think you have to be on the other side of that tree, right?
Yeah, there's a little ledge down there, and you have to get close to that ledge, and I don't think he had the angle. Plus, there's also a hill on the other side of the tree, too. So there's kind of 2 you can go for. One's got to be much more perfect, but they're going to be able to walk it in. They lose 100 on the last hit, but no more damage at the safe room. And they're going to walk it in. 5,068 total for 6 chapters. We'll have to see what me and Die can do, but I think there's more opportunity for me and Die right now than there was for the Orphan truck drivers.
304 bonus is certainly not bad. Me and I absolutely need to, I would say, probably beat this bonus, at least match it, if they want to come back on the remaining 4 maps. And this tank can be quite rough, MK. You really can play quite a protracted rock tank. It's very hard for the survivors to loss. There's basically nowhere that they can loss in this area. You just have to aggressively chip and hope he losses himself as the hit comes in. Charger doesn't land in the back. Hunter does, and they do get the spit, a little bit of damage, but really a whole lot of not much on spit 1. Kimchi's saving the spitter. I don't know if this is... Oh, he's going to be tank. Alright, AI spitter. Jumps in and dies. Very good.
It's always great to see a spitter living up to its full expectations. Especially when it comes to AI, but hey, we've already seen AI do some stuff for tanks before. And I'll tell you that, Elliot, every time that I have casted with iPat, we have seen a spitter lead to a wipe for the tank. We'll see if that case will come, but not today. As the jockey goes in for the back, Smoker gets cleared. Not a whole bunch of damage from this. And it looks like Kimchi, wait. Nope, not gonna get it. I think if he went for the Uzi, he might have got that there, but I don't think he had the angle on where Rochelle got pulled though, Elliot. So, unfortunate for them.
Two pretty close. He's up top. He is gonna have to commit. He's 20% rage. Tank is in. Hunter, nice DP from Dave onto Coach. That is gonna set up the rock into the punch. Into the other punch. He was 5 punches though, so that is gonna buy the Survivors a little bit more time. 2 boom lands. This charge needs to land. Doesn't land. Doesn't get the punch on the back as well into Rochelle. And is gonna die. Ooh. Actually a pretty decent take, all things considered, for the Survivors. It was looking scary when that Hunter got a really early pounce, but the Charger didn't land. And the Boom Survivors were able to just focus the tank down.
Yes, they did a really good job, in my opinion, on focusing the tank, but at least we were able to save the tank, because I don't know if they're sometimes...
I thought it was gonna die when it dropped through the floor.
Because if you can move just a little bit to the left or to the right, then it won't do that. But that's another DP coming out. Oh, what a hit coming out here from the Orphan truck drivers. That is a double-digit 2-2. I didn't even see the Boomer go out. Did the Boomer get popped, or I just missed it?
I think it was a Hunter.
Oh, okay, just no Charger. Okay, I missed that there. But that's still... That was, what, 11% damage coming out from that attack? That is very respectable for a tri-cap spit, no charge, in an open area. Well done, in my opinion, from Orphan truck drivers. But they're going to have to deal with a Boomer on the inside, so maybe attack on the back ones?
Maybe. It's not the easiest hit to get damage without a spit.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Charger does actually land. They get a 2-cap on the guys inside. So this jockey onto Rochelle is going to get quite a bit of damage. Now, are the Survivors... Were they paying attention? Do they know where Kimchi got the pills? I don't think they did. I don't think Ellis got them, did he?
Reloading.
But no,
yes, he did.
He's gone for them now. Yeah, okay, he got them now.
Reload.
The Boomer just goes for a swim. And the spitter. Alright, so they've sacked for the quad as well.
Reloading.
Stop shooting me!
Reloading.
We are being questioned by the eye clip of the tank, and of course, that is not the first time that I have done that. It's not the point of...
Admin.
At the point of letting a tank get stuck and go AI.
Oh, Charger doesn't quite land. Jockey in the back, jockey in the back, clear,
That's a death.
Dead. They don't clear the jockey, and they were looking so good, MK. They were on track to make up several, like 300 or 400 points.
Do they even win? I think they might win a little bit, maybe, or they lose the round. Nope, they win the round by 10.
They won by 10 whole points. I mean, that's better than losing it, but it still means that they're down 1,350 points.
But man, me and Dai took that tank so well. They really did. Even though the Boomer landed, it's kind of like nothing. None of the SI went in. And they had 69 bonus when the tank was killed. Just that hit at the end there really brought it back for Orphan truck drivers, in my opinion. Elliot puts them right back into the same driving position where they were at. Really well done.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't agree with the me and Dai's decision to rush that last hit. You push forward, and that is the death jockey spot when you go forward there. I think you just want to wait and bait and take it as slow as possible. And anyway, they get punished. Hunter's pouncing around. Kind of just asking to get skeeted here. You gotta be a bit careful. You keep pouncing around too much and eventually a survivor is gonna kill you. And exactly like that. You get stuck in the door, in fact. 0 damage hit, MK.
That's a good start for ODT. They push out to the open. Tank is going to be later this time, but it's going to be fought in the same area, back to the safe room.
Reloading.
Unless we see some unorthodox plays, which we have seen this week.
Hey, watch out!
I believe White Boy's emotion fighting the tank out in the open rather than going to the safe room area. And it was quite entertaining, Elliot. I don't know if you saw it, but that was some wild tank fight that went on with White Boy's emotion match. But the Hunter gets skeeted. Charger comes in for the back. Melted. Jockey gets nothing. And me and Dai, no momentum right now whatsoever.
Weapons over here! Reloading!
As they are separating a little bit to get this tank up. But they don't want to get too much of a separation just in case.
Reloading!
This tank spawn is a bit scary, MK. You can definitely get delayed on the run back as Survivor, and there are a lot of hittables around. One boom lands.
Handbasket. Oh, good. Reloading!
Well, they don't go for the quad. I think they're going to do exactly what you said, Elliot. They want to try to get them congested enough to get that car in.
Charger doesn't land the hittable! Not quite. And now this tank needs to be a bit careful. The Survivors are going to keep running back. Too greedy to try and push. They already have the lead. Why risk it on the Orphans? And it looks like they're going to make it back cleanly.
And it does look like they're going to have to sack a boomer. Unless the boomer lands. I mean, a nice boom inside could be devastating, but the question is, will the Commons get there fast enough before ODT would kill the tank if that happened?
What a boom!
Oh my goodness, we're going to find out, Elliot.
That's a triple boom!
He should be in.
This tank needs to be in. Stop punching the... Oh, okay.
I don't know. I think that was a big misplay by the tank, Elliot.
I mean, the common do trickle for a while. It's not... Yeah, it's not too bad. He's going to have common trickling and he's going to have 3 spawns. But he's got to go before all these common are dead. They are dying. Get in there, tank. As he is in. Gets the punch. And doesn't get the punch onto Nick. And they're able to get the clears in the back. 2-cap does land. He's going to be able to turn around and get more damage. He's still got 2,000 health, but this isn't going to be a wipe, crucially. Can he get any more damage? Doesn't get the last swing onto Presto. The pan comes out, but big damage, MK. I wonder if he should have gone in there a bit earlier. He bought 3 hittables, which, you know, is all fine and dandy, but they were triple booms. Just get in there and throw hands.
Yeah, I think it was just a little too much of that hittable focus. I think there was about, what, at least 18 commons they cleared before he got in there, and that could have been a game changer. But like you said, the damage is still great. Everybody's red except for Jinman's the only one I think who's going to have green health by the time this might be over. As the Smoker's being hunted down and killed, Jock is coming in and dying at the end, and that's going to be a 2-2. Charger Hunter for the event. Interesting.
Okay.
Spawn choice. I don't know. I think they got to kill the Boomer and Spitter right away and go for a quad during the event. That's usually the most advantageous spot to attempt to go for it, but it's going to be a 2-2. There is no time to sack.
Yeah, I mean, it is a hunt charge, like you said. You can definitely do some damage with that, but you're certainly not going to quad them with a 2-2. I can guarantee you that. Spitter is pre-spawned in a
Watch out! Come on, man.
kind of a dangerous spot. If he peeks up too much, he will get picked as the charge, and the hunt lands directly on top of each other. That is perfect, MK. All the damage. Presto goes down, Dave loses all of his health, and the DB just got absolutely sizzled. What a great hit.
And what was that? Over 200 damage, I think that came out to be. I think they're at 500 and change, down to 325. If I remember, I could be off a little bit. No, they were they were at 549. They go down to 325, so not quite as much as I thought, but still a lot of damage comes out.
Presto and Dave were literally directly on top of each other. The charge charged him right into where the other guy was bounced. Does the hunter land? No, the hunter doesn't land. The hunter does land! Oh my goodness, that was close. Jockey got M2'd. Dave got the clear on the charge, and then M2'd the jockey again. Otherwise, that was the quad coming out. It was, as one might say, a rolling tri-cap.
Yes, it was, my friend. Indeed, indeed, and now they are down to only 153 bonus remaining. Survivors crawling their way, and they're not in a good spot right now. Their spawns are all around them, but I don't know if they're going to go. They're probably to sack and get a good hit right before safe room. Can't disagree with the call, though.
The only bonus left is on Jinman, so
It looked like
surely me and Dai know better than to try and hit anyone else like they did on the Dead Before Dawn game.
It looked like Sol really enjoyed in-capping Kimchi and walking away from it. I don't know if you noticed that, but he just blasted him and left him. No desire to assist.
Motivated.
Yes. Jockey Charger, Spitter Smoker, last hit. Or is it?
They need to send this on Coach. Jinman, all of the bonus. And they just absolutely murk that smoke. Charger gets leveled. 0 damage hit MK, that was not good.
No, and that was desperately needed by me and Dai. I think they need to get rid of all that bonus. They're down quite a bit, and they allow them to get in with a little bit of bonus. 5,820, and they are down 2,100, and they haven't even gone yet. They need a really good map. Time is getting to be an issue. This finale is only worth 500 distance. If you're down like 500-600, it's almost over already at the start of the map.
Yeah, they definitely need to make up several hundred points on this map, at least, to keep themselves in it. And as we said, MK, this tank sport is not particularly comfortable for the survivors. You really can't stay forward, there's just too many hittables. So you have to go back, but if you get delayed even a little bit, you can just get sniped by a car on the way back.
Yep, and DDA can take motion to that.
I bet he can.
That literally happened a little bit earlier. I don't know if you saw that game today, but Cat gets shut down.
I did hear, I saw parts of it. I did hear about the map 2 wipe.
Yeah, needless to say that right where the survivors are at now. Let's say where that cop car is right now. See where that cop car is?
Mm-hmm.
The tank punched it, and DDA caught it. A little bit left to that van in the trees. In that little tree cluster, it fell on and landed on his head.
That's my boy. Shout out to DDA. Absolutely not washed.
What a legend,
Very,
I could
very
say.
not washed.
Reloading.
Probably one of the most entertaining games of the tournament. But we'll keep it here at the moment. Hunter going for a DP, and by the way, I forgot we already had a 25 earlier. I owe a raffle to the chat, which I'll do after this hit. Hunter, Charger, Jockey, Spitter. I think they want to try to go for this instead of hold for the tank, as they still have 21% to spawn it. Here it comes. Jockey.
Lands.
That's it.
That is it. Look at this hunter. Who was the hunter? Just pouncing around like a goober.
Either
Not
thing.
able to land.
And that was a Thanatos Hunter.
It was another Dave Hunter.
And I think they're... Yep, they should have full spawns with tanks up, but... Thanatos gets the tank, so probably only the jockey goes in here, and they hold everything for a run back to try to hold them up for the car, like you're saying. Possibility.
I don't think there's any point hitting the survivors where they are now. It's just the shooting range, basically, so... The infected looks like they will save. Dave will be the tank. He might send his jockey in for some scratches. I believe it is that red car and the blue car on either side of the police car that are hittable.
I also know
Survivors are going to go straight back. Smoker's pre-spawned.
I'm more worried about the hatchback. And Nick, I don't know what Nick is doing.
Oh, he's smoked. He's separated. Clear him. Very slow clear. Two boom lands. Dave is gonna get the incap onto Alice. And that is an absolute disaster for the survivors. Oh my god, that card nearly lands onto Nick. He's still trying for these hittables. Down to 3,500. Still common coming. Charge doesn't land. Oh, Limpid does get punched into the bushes. He's got a jockey on him. He's gonna get away. Oh, MK, they might just about get away with this on the survivors. Oh, Nick drops the pickup though. Okay, does kill jockey. Hittable gets punched out. Last punch onto Nick, and that is a dead tank. And wow, that was dicey. Very, very dicey. But the survivors do manage to pull it off.
And they have a chance to still win the round by quite a bit. They're going to be able to go through this event without the quad ready. They might have to take, they won't get hit until probably the camouflage tent at this rate, unless they just go with 3. Looks like they're going to go with 3. I think this is the right call, not to wait. No, they're going to wait. Oh man, Elliot.
They have to wait, it's the charger. You can't, there's no point going without it.
This is like...
Do have the hit. Yeah, at the camouflage tent, as you said.
This is almost a 600 point swing as it stands. A little bit less at the moment. But some difficult choke points to take, and now the commons are starting to flock and get into position.
Reload.
Oh,
Charger misses. Hunter does land onto Ellis, and he is the DB, so quite a bit of damage coming out, but not a wipe.
Ammunition.
and it doesn't look like they're eating pills. They want to save the bonus, and as soon as I say something, they eat the pills.
Cast the curse. Cast the curse to yourself.
Yeah, it definitely did, and no spitter for the last hit, but it looks like me and Dai will win the round. The question is, how much is it going to be, Elliot, when it's all said and done? It's got to be more than 10 if they want to start making a comeback, though.
You'd certainly hope it will be more than 10. I'll have to take 400 damage on this last hit.
Really patient.
Really, yeah, really patient from both teams. Presto immediately popped. So that wasn't great. They're going to send it on the back. They get the... Oh, get a few fists onto Rochelle, but not too much. And the survivors are going to make up about 300 points to bring it to just over 1,000. Is it still doable, MK? 1,000 points?
I mean, this next chapter is the one that sets the tone. This is where it's the most difficult, in my opinion, out of Detour Head, the most difficult chapter. Chapter 4, a lot of people could argue that one is, but I don't think so. If you play Chapter 4, there's really no spawns above the survivors almost the whole map until the end, Elliot. So I can't
I'd say
I
this
can't
map
say that.
is probably the most difficult
Yeah,
in both of the campaigns that we've played today.
I agree. I agree. This one is the most challenging, and the opening hit is not something to be slept on. And not only that, but we have another early tank. Is this
We
is
do,
it is this
29.
is this before they even come out of the? No, they have to drop down. They have to take the event.
They'll
first.
have to. It'll definitely be after the drop, but yeah, another really early tank.
And they do get a hunter, jockey, and a spitter for the opening hit. Man, this opening hit is very scary, but interesting where the hunter's choosing to come from. I wonder what the thought process of the hunter is. Maybe just not to get skeeted.
Maybe hoping that one of the survivors runs towards that door. They don't, and he's late as a result. But the charger does land. Big damage. Slam as well.
And Despot! Oh!
Dave is gonna have to pop pills here. I don't think it's worth staying slow. He thinks it is.
I'm surprised too that he's pulling the pills, but that's what he wants. And remember that at this moment, Godzuki had a 1,000-point lead and then lost it with the same amount of chapters left, so it can be done.
Okay, yeah, we've seen it happen. We've seen it happen this round.
Yep, Kimchi stood up there for a minute, got me nervous, but
Triple boom. Hunter needs to land something. It's a tri-cap, MK. Say it. Say the
it's
thing.
a rolling tri-cap, my friends, and it is Dave, the only one up. He has to save everybody, and they're not saving anybody. Only one person to save. There's comets flying to the stratosphere, and that is a catastrophic hit. Oh my gosh, that was 50% of the bonus gone, Elliot. Did we just say they came back from 1,000 points on the other team, and immediately they follow up with this? What did I just do?
An enormous hit. I don't know why the survivors dropped. The meta, from what I understand, is you like jump spawn the horde so you don't drop. And if you are going to go forward, you go all the way down to the end of the truck and jump off. While I'm yapping, Dave does get a nice skeet. But look how beat up they are, MK. All 4 survivors are going to have to pop pills. Dave is about to be slow in 10 more health.
Yeah, that is going to be an easy corner. There is no ifs, ands, or maybes about it. Thanatos is going to be the corner for the tank. It'll be 2 punches. I think there's no way that's not going to be the play by the time it's all set. Unless they find another set of pills, Elliot.
I mean, they've got to kill this tank first before they're finding any more pills.
Rock
I
misses.
definitely don't think that is a guarantee with how beat up these survivors are.
And they actually chipped him for a lot for how far away he's standing. 240 at that range is pretty good.
They do have the chip Uzi on both Kimchi and Presto. Actually, no, just Kimchi.
I mean, Kimchi's doing a pretty good job. In a game of this magnitude, all points of chip really come into play. And he's just going to throw a rock? Interesting.
Doesn't land it. Spawns don't land.
And he backs out because they pop pills. I just noticed that. And Presto
That is
passed
it.
his pills to Dave.
He did, yeah. So all 3 survivors have popped, and Presto is slow. So they got 3 bleeders and 1 guy perma slow. Alice is really
Taking a lot of chip.
playing this as slow as he can. I mean, even if you don't land damage with the hits or with the rocks, the fact of the matter is the survivor's losing 3 health per second.
Oh!
And he does land the rock. Presto down to 4 health. And more importantly, that refreshes Alice's rage. He's back to 75% first.
And, but the ODT is doing good on aggression. They have chipped him down quite a bit though. And it's getting to the point where I don't even know if you commit the tank. You just play this rock till it dies. You have a car there and guard it. Maybe that's the play.
He's still got a bit of health.
Oh,
1,000. Charger lands,
Kimchi.
nice clear. Very important clear.
Yeah, I think if the smoker and jockey help that charger, that probably is a kill for the tank.
Charge right into the hittable.
Everybody grab a weapon.
Tank is second pass. He's gonna have to start going for it. Kimchi is now slow. Presto is 4 HP. Kimchi 36. Jinman 42 and bleeding. Survivors are gonna have to play very aggressive. Oh my god, coach. Presto does go down. Nice charge. They clear it. Chip level. Pretty sick clear by Dave. Fucking jumping in there with the machete. And the tank is gonna climb out after getting the down onto Jinman and Presto.
He gets shredded there, staring at Kimchi, but he's trying to stay alive.
I cannot wait to see Kimchi's tank damage. Oh, actually not that much. Only 1,700. It was a nice even spread across all the survivors, and that is a dead tank MK. They survived. Now, how much more distance will they get? I do not know. Their DB is actually in a pretty good spot. The problem is 4 slow survivors and an entire map to play does not bode well.
Yes, and 2 people have already physically been down, so that is more importantly so. That if once someone goes down again, that survivor will be black or white, and unless they find all the pills on the map for both of them, and they're gonna go into the spit. The jockey lands, they drop him back in the spit. Interesting play there. I don't think he had to do that. I think he could have got the in cap by going up top of the death spit. But
Probably could have jumped it forward. I think the floor is bangable.
Come on, let's get you back up.
Maybe he wanted to keep him around the corner and do some sizzling. They find some pills.
it's one set, and they'll save that for someone to be black or white.
Onto lands.
I think that moment's now.
Down. Charger. Lands 2 more in caps.
I can use a hand
Presto is 1
Presto's
HP.
1 HP.
If they had anything. Oh, the common. Nope, got stuck in the door.
Thanks.
Don't worry, we all go down.
As I'm losing my voice, MK.
Yeah, I know how it feels, my friend. Believe me. And there's still 3 more games to go after this one, so it's a long night ahead coming. Spitter, Hunter,
Oi, oi, oi.
Smoker, and Jockey. All Division 1 games, by the way. Most of the top teams from around the world. Smoker pull. Oh, it's
DP.
that is a DP. Like you said, a 25.
Help me out!
That means it's raffle time.
Might want to make your
Reloading.
peace.
Dave,
You
black
hurt
and white.
bad.
Kimchi,
One more
black
time
and white.
that's it for you.
Jinman,
Oh,
black
you
and white. Presto, black and white. That is 4 black and white survivors, MK.
Yeah.
I don't actually think it's very rare that you see all 4 survivors black and white. Usually one of them dies
Yes.
first.
And all of them in double-digit health still, too. Not just that, but they all were over 15 health when it happened. Kimchi might be the focus here. Oh! And they lose him. And they're going to lose everybody, I think, just like...
Oh,
No!
nice skeet. Jinman
Jinman.
lands the skeet while moved. Does he have a melee? He does not. He's getting absolutely mobbed by Coleman.
And
Dies in the jockey.
there's the wipeout. And this is... We were talking about it last chapter, Elliot, that what me and Dai needed. And they get the wipe. On chapter 3, the most difficult one is in their favor. Now, all they got to do is be able to take this tank without really taking too much damage. I mean, the distance alone, Elliot, will break in 400 points what they're down now. So, if we just add that in, what's that about? 5,500 to 61. I mean, that's better. It's still not enough to make it even. But I think 400 bonus, and that'll be about 200-point game, and the next 2 chapters are wide open, even finale.
Yeah, they This is definitely their chance. Make this map with a bit of bonus, and it is game on. It all starts here. Like we said, this is probably the hardest map in both campaigns that we've played today, so me and Dai are definitely going to need to lock in on their survivor.
Okay.
That's not a great start as the hunter and the jockey land and the charger is throwing fists and oh, that is pretty much the same amount of damage, maybe even more than the Orphans took on hit 1, as Sung is now slow.
Yeah, that was a very questionable transition. I don't know if you watched what Alice did. I mean, Alice is Alice, as odd as that sounds to say, but just jumped off the top and took 8 fall damage. Just flat out jumped over the railing. I know
this is the right play from the survivors. They didn't drop, they just did the curve jump to spawn the horde. Hunter's gonna go for a ladder pounce, is gonna land, Spit unfortunately misses, Smoker gets shut down. Actually doesn't get shut down, gets tongue cut. Okay, so me and Dai take a lot of damage on the first hit, but crucially don't get almost wiped on the next one, unlike the Orphans.
Yeah, and more importantly so, the fact that the second attack didn't do any damage, the average per hit drops dramatically because that first hit was so devastating, 20%. They took nothing there, so that drops it a lot. But they're not going to send the spawns in again until they start pushing up to that tank spawn, everything above them. And Presto's going to have the tank, and he needs to do some work if he wants to stay even with the amount of damage that me and Dai did, and that would lead up to a wipe, not a wipe, but exhausting all the pills, getting all the survivors black and white a couple hits post-tank. We'll have to see if they can do it, Elliot. Really patient with these spawns, too.
Very patient. Hunter, Spitter, Charger, Jockey. Tank is up in 1%. I think they're going to have to send the hit. Wait for the tank to spawn. And they do land. And oh, Nick goes down. Wait, hang on. How close is the tank? Can he get in? Oh, is he going to go for it? He's not. Okay. Oh, man, that is so fucking risky from the survivors. Getting downed right next to that hittable. If the tank spawned, you know, 20 meters closer, that's a wipe. That's a dead Nick into a wipe.
Yeah, and I might have almost locked it in for OTD, but instead they're going to have a chance to fight it. They want to stay out in the open. Boomer doesn't get the proxy. Their health bonus is all 6s. With a point in there somewhere, of course. And the Charger finds. And that's another 3%, Elliot. Still damage.
Chipping away at them. Working it down.
Now, the question is, this is the right... Usually teams will go back inside and fight in the warehouse, but I think me and Dai has to play a little risky.
And they are going to go back inside.
As soon as I say something, they go back in it.
They need to be chipping this tank. Now, there is that weird... I don't even know what you would call it. The material, map material, doesn't load properly when you're inside, so you actually can't see the tank until he's very close. So they don't get a huge amount of chip. It takes about a K. Good kiting from the survivors so far, and as I say, that Yanya gets stuck on nothing and gets punched. Nick takes a punch, and another one. He's down. The jockey lands, and that's a double. Hunter lands up top. And this is going to be a wipe. MK, it's a wipe. They get the wipe. Michelle does get cleared, but takes another punch, and MK, I think it might be time for 2 little letters to come out.
Yes, it definitely looks that way. I mean, it really matters right now where this tank is going to spawn. It really does. I think if it's too late in the map, it might be win already for OTD. If it's in the first 30 percentile, I think they might have a hope. And oh my goodness, Elliot. That is not what you want to see if you're rooting for me and die. How about it?
3% tank. I think that might literally be the latest tank spawn you can get on this map.
And yes, being on the train is
Yep.
allowed.
There's a hunter out there.
If you're the survivors, you'll be grinning ear to ear with this tank spawn. That is
Reloading.
pretty much guaranteed to win for them at this stage. Nice skeet. Charger headbutts the wall, Hunter gets skated, Jockey gets a scratch. It's another pretty much 0 damage hit, MK.
Yep, good shutdown for OTD. Just 1 percentile comes out from a scratch from Alice. And 1 friendly fire onto Thanatos. Or a common damage, of course. One or the other.
Hey, ammo here.
Boomer, Charger, Smoker, and the Hunter for the next set of spawns coming up over the choke point. I think we might see me and Die maybe go for some quad attempts. Surprised they didn't do it right away. Boomer, Charger, Smoker, Hunter.
That's pretty much their only play left, is to just quad into quad. Charges up, lands, Hunter lands, Smoker a little bit late, almost a rolling tri-cap, and that was a slam onto Kimchi, so a bit of damage.
Pretty good. I think they have to go for a big play here and try to make sure they're able to get a death on this event button with a jockey or a charger, which is very difficult, Elliot, but I think you got to try to make it happen with all of your SI. Just if it's a sliver of possibility, and the jockey is the best one to make it happen, if I remember correctly, better than the charger.
Watch out!
It's really very hard
Down
to
the street.
get a death jockey or charge on this event without the survivors mispositioning quite badly.
Grabbing the shotgun.
So all of the spawns are behind, and they're just gonna have to
Okay.
all despawn. The survivors just say, "All right, see you later. We're gonna keep going forwards."
I am
That's
not
funny.
climbing into screw it.
Here it is. This is the play that needs to happen. And
Problem is, while the spawns were despawning, survivors just take the choke. They just get past the ladder for free.
they're not even gonna
They
try.
are split though. They are very split 2 and 2. Oh, 2-cap does land at the back. Where's the spit? Okay, there's the spit.
Very
And,
late though.
you know, yeah, it was very late on the spit. Bit more damage comes out. Jinman down to 50 health with Kimchi. But MK, it's frankly not enough.
No, they
Two survivors down to 50 health is good, but they need to be landing a quad, basically.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be. Oh well, here goes an attempt for damage. Jockey doesn't find a thing. Neither does the Smoker. Boomer gets popped early, and the Charger and Smoker seem to die at the end. Which means, Elliot, we're gonna have a 2-2 with a Jockey and the Hunter, I believe.
Well, that is also not a quad, but it can be sacked into one. Hunter is out. Nice skeet by Presto. Spitter dead, Boomer dead. If the jockey saves, it'll be a quad, but the jockey doesn't save. Tries to get Kimchi and just dies.
I mean, if you're gonna try to go solo, I would like to at least see the attempt where the Death Jock possibility is.
Follow the tracks, guys.
Instead, this is gonna be free map, and maybe the mental game is just over already, and we just don't know
They
it,
just
Elliot.
sacked another charge, MK. Another quad. This is going to be a 3-cap with Spit. Great for damage, but damage is not enough, as we have said. Given the point differences, that is a nice skeet. And the Orphans. Oh my god!
And the spitter failed!
There,
Elliot!
insane. How close that was to being a death charge onto any one of all
I'll take
three of
this
those
one.
survivors. That almost couldn't have been closer. Presto, I think, was on the other side of the fence, but didn't die.
Reloading.
Yeah, and not only that, but the Spitter unable to follow up and get the massive damage follow-up. It's just not going to work out. Hunter gets blasted again. Smoker gets cleared in an instant. Jockey gets melted. And now the shutdowns are coming out quite consistent from Team OTD. And now it is tank
Looks like
time.
there hasn't been a single hunter landing this map. I think that's skeet number 4 or 5 from the Orphans.
It might
They are
even be
gonna
more
get
than
on
that.
top of the throne. Yeah, it might be 5 or 6. They're on top of the train, and this is so miserable to play. As a tank, there is no infected ladder anywhere. The only way the tank can get on top of those trains is by going all the way to the back and doing the same chunk the survivors did.
Well, there is no rule against it, so it's their call to do it. The infected can use their infected to get them down, or toys. Bring in the toys.
They all just jump down. They know that they're going to have to go. The tank is actually so far forward that they have to come past the trains to spawn it. As that hit does absolutely nothing.
And Thi Jung will have the final tank of the game, and he is going to have to bring this forklift in. Does he know where the survivors are going to go?
There is one more map, probably.
And actually, they're not going to fight it up there. Survivors choose to back up instead, Elliot.
Yeah, they're gonna get back on top of the train car. It's just way too strong. The only play is, yeah, you try and land a hittable, which, you know, is pretty hit or miss, or you pull someone off. You smoke someone or maybe jockey someone off. That is all. Pretty much literally your only options as a tank. You can't climb up there and you can't punch them up there.
And now that I think the tank should have went sooner than later, though, Elliot. In my opinion, he could have decided not to let them up there.
Ooh, does push Rochelle and Ellis off with the hittable, and that other log is just out of there. As the survivors just do the jump again. Back up top, there's nothing this tank can do. Oh, it does get a punch onto Ellis. Alright, never mind. Saying you can't punch anyone up there, but yeah, that is it. Hunter gets skeeted, Jockey gets M2'd, Smoker gets cleared pretty quick, and now the tank is just running for his life. As Dave is pushing him, giving him the feet. Tank can't land a punch, can't land a rock, climbs out, and just dies. 3,563 tank damage from Thanatos.
Well, all I can say one thing is this: if you don't like that being done to your tank, don't vote the map. I mean, come on, don't vote the map. Same thing with Dead Before Dawn. I don't know why people voted as the most controversial tank spawns, and like spawning right when event starts. There's a lot of them, and if you vote for it and you pick the map, that's on you. Sorry, not gonna feel no guilt here on our end, Elliot. That's the player's choice to play it. Why you have your veto. Veto that map.
And the Orphans make it look easy. So they, unless the miracle quad lands here, they should be cruising into the safe room with a very healthy bonus and securing the win.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even think they have time to... Oh, wow, that hunter gets melted.
Another dead hunter. I think they might have literally only been one hunter landing all map. And maybe not even one. So the hunter on the tank got skeeted as well. MK, this is a shellacking. There's no other way to describe it.
Yep, it's a 950 bonus, and me and Dai squandered what they had. The lead was in their favor for a bit, Elliot, but unfortunately it was too much.
Nice boom.
Yep. Unfortunately, no spitter.
Hunter gets skeeted.
They do get a little bit of
That's
damage
it.
on Presto, but look at that. 911. Someone call 911.
911. Hey. We didn't plan that, guys.
Honest.
7,747. And that is a very respectable score. I don't think a single hunter landed all map, MK. Maybe one.
Yeah, and I even double checked. I wanted to triple check before we made the call. There is no call on the top of that train cart. And if you notice, the tank could have actually prevented that from even happening if he just didn't stop going in. He had to support the whole time, Elliot. So, misplay on me and Die on choosing to hide inside the train cart instead of push.
This is so much damage.
Oh my
Shunter
goodness.
Nick. And he has to pop his pills.
He didn't have
Actually,
to,
I don't
but
think he did. I
no.
don't think he did have to. That looked a little bit like some tilt coming out. I think this is the swan song here for me and I.
Yeah, for sure. And I think they'll have a little bit of PTSD from this. And I don't think they're going to be voting Detour ahead anytime soon.
To be fair, I think they won map 1 and 2, and probably should have won map 3 as well on Detour.
This is true as well. I would say that it's just bad luck they got the tank spawn at the end of the map, and that's just RNG. Nothing you can really do about that. But again, I really strongly feel that Jockey's going to land the front, get cleared right away, but again though, Elliot, he had 2 hittables in play and none of them were on top of the train car yet. He could have just kept going and they would have had to keep pushing back. But as soon as he hit inside there, that was it. And they got into position around him, and unfortunately they focused him down pretty impressively.
Yeah, I mean, me and I should be able to do the same thing. It is just quite an easy tank fight if you are allowed to get on top of those train cars. That's bit of smoothment from Limpid.
And they're gonna stay here. They know. Charger, everything's waiting, and they're like, nope, we're hang tight here. And look at Suing. Look where he's just chilling by the death charge area.
Watch out!
No fucks to give. Goes forward, picks the spit immediately. Quad boom. But no, only the charger left, and I think Dave is going to hold. Save that for the quad coming up. Actually, no, it won't be a quad, will it? Because the spitter died early, so it will be a 3-cap spit.
And it already looks like the next game is about to go into action shortly.
We might not play map 5.
Hey, watch out! Oh shit! Watch out!
Wouldn't blame either of these teams for wanting to stop playing Left 4 Dead as the charge lands. And a slam! That charger was alive for so long and no one killed it. And it charged the guy all the way at the back. It spawned at the front, and got all the way through to the back,
Reloading here.
and charged Limpid. So, big damage.
Yep, and a pill pop needed to come in as her bonus drops down to 68 minus 0.1. I won't say that number if I can help myself to say it. And they're going to come in with a Jockey Boomer Smoker Hunter for the attack before tank. And there's only about 130 point delta between the two teams, which means if they even win this chapter, Elliot, they're still going to be down 4 digits.
It very much is all over, save for the crying at this point.
Yes, and I know in the past, people were talking about the reason, or us clipping the tank out of when he was out of play. We've done that before in the past for survivors and infected, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. And if you go back and look what it did, it led to 1 in cap, and they got out with what 69% bonus. So it will not be the turning point of the game, if it could be argued, as the Charger land spit comes out. Jockey tries to leave him in the spit, does land, they clear it, and the Hunter lands into 2 as a triple stack onto Ellis.
Boy, Ellis getting the POS 1 experience. Although he does have an Uzi, so maybe that's on him. As the survivors do run back. And they've already lost the map, MK. All the pills are gone. And that's a smoke onto Ellis. Why is he so split? Chuck. Kimchi tries the 180 charge. Don't think he looked to see if anyone was actually behind him before he went for it. And completely whiffs, but the map, and I would say the game, well and truly over. At this point, me and I are going to get up top and do the same thing. But look at where Jinman is. He is actually rotated around and he's on top of the train cars as well. I didn't know you could do this. Map knowledge coming into play.
Yeah, but unfortunately for him, it's not really doing anything except losing a lot of health at the moment.
He is, kind of just getting shot and taking damage and has to drop down. But there you go. This is new to me, probably new to all of our viewers, or at least many of them. And it's so obvious once you see it. Although he is going to go for his hittables. Oh! Okay, and that's why he goes for the hittable. Jockey lands. GG is called. And that's it. That is the wipe, and that is the game. MK. Orphan truck drivers make it look easy. Particularly at the end. Pulling away and winning by quite a considerable amount.
Yeah, they'll tally up 7,747 to 5,468. GG, Elliot. GG.
GG.